Hello friends, in this Photoshop tutorial, I will demonstrate how to transform any photo into a stunning pencil sketch effect using Photoshop. To begin, click on the new file option. For this tutorial, I will be using a document size of 3000 by 2000 pixels, but feel free to choose any size that suits your needs. Now select a white background color and click Create. Next, import the photo you wish to convert into a pencil sketch and scale it up to match the document size. Now change the layer blending mode to multiply. By changing the blending mode to multiply, we allow the underlying layers to show through the current layer. This blending mode multiplies the color values of the layers, results in darker areas becoming more pronounced and vibrant. Now lower the opacity to 80%. It allows subtle transparency. Now create a duplicate layer, press Ctrl or Command plus J and then hide this new layer. We will now apply several filters to achieve the desired pencil sketch effect. We will utilize the powerful features of the filter gallery. Let's navigate to filter menu and select filter gallery. The first filter we will apply is the Photocopy filter. By selecting this filter, we can simulate the effect of converting a photograph into a black and white sketch. We have control over the detail and darkness sliders. Adjust the detail slider, which determines the level of fine lines and textures in the sketch, while the darkness slider influences the overall contrast and intensity. Experiment with these sliders. Once we are satisfied with the Photocopy filter, we can proceed to the next step by adding the poster edges filter. This filter enhances the contours of the image, giving it a distinct pencil drawn outline. Within the poster edges settings, we have the flexibility to fine-tune the edge thickness, which determines the width of the sketch lines. Additionally, the edge intensity slider controls the strength of the outlines. The posterization slider can be adjusted to control the number of tonal levels present in the sketch. After adjusting the settings for both filters, we are ready to apply them to our image. Clicking OK will implement the Photocopy and poster edges filters. Now, to enhance the pencil sketch effect even further, we will utilize another powerful filter, the oil paint filter. To apply it, let's navigate to the filter menu, then select Stylize and choose Oil Paint. A dialog box will appear offering various options to customize the effect. We have the opportunity to adjust the brush settings, allowing us to define the brush size, stylization, and cleanliness. These settings give us control over the thickness and appearance of the brush strokes in the resulting sketch. Additionally, we can fine-tune the bristle details, enabling us to regulate the length, thickness, and angle of the bristles. Once we are satisfied with the chosen settings, we can proceed by clicking OK to apply the oil paint effect to our image. The incorporation of these two filters has already brought about a significant improvement in the appearance of the image. However, to further elevate the quality and impact of the pencil sketch effect, it is worth considering the inclusion of additional filters. The next filter we will incorporate is the Unsharp Mask. This filter can be accessed through the filter menu by navigating to Sharpen and selecting Unsharp Mask. The purpose of this filter is to enhance the image's overall sharpness and clarity. Now adjust the amount to 150% to determine the intensity of the sharpening effect. Next, set the radius to 2 pixels. This parameter determines the size of the area surrounding each pixel that will be affected by the sharpening. Finally, set the threshold to 0 levels. This controls the minimum brightness difference required for the filter to apply sharpening. By setting it to 0, we ensure that even subtle variations in the brightness contribute to the sharpening effect, which results in a more pronounced and refined pencil sketch appearance. Make sure to enabling the preview option allows us to visualize the changes in real time, making it easier to assess the impact of the Unsharp Mask filter on the image. Once we are satisfied with the adjustments, we can proceed by clicking OK to apply the filter and enhance the sharpness and definition of the pencil sketch effect. In order to add a unique and artistic touch to our pencil sketch effect, we will utilize the water paper filter as the final step. To begin, let's revisit the filter menu and access the filter gallery once again. It is important to delete any filters that were previously applied to ensure a clean slate for our desired effect. Now select the water paper filter from the available options within the filter gallery. This particular filter allows us to simulate the appearance of a watercolor painting on our pencil sketch. To customize the effect, we have the control over various settings such as fiber length, contrast, and brightness. Adjusting the fiber length determines the length and thickness of the fibers in the simulated watercolor texture, while modifying the contrast and brightness settings can help achieve the desired level of depth and tonal variations. Once we are satisfied with the adjustments, we can simply click OK to apply the water paper filter. If you find that the intensity of the water paper filter in the pencil sketch effect is too strong for your liking, there is a simple way to adjust it. Just double click on this icon and this action will open up the blending options specifically for the filter gallery. From there, you can easily lower the opacity to a level that suits your preferences. In this case, I will set it to 35%. Once you have made the adjustment, click OK to confirm the changes and see the updated result. Likewise, if you wish to decrease the intensity of the oil paint effect, simply double click on the icon corresponding to the filter. This will bring up the blending options for the oil filter. Lower the opacity as desired. I will choose 70% for this instance. After making the desired changes, click OK to apply the adjusted opacity. To further refine the pencil sketch effect, let's manipulate the blending mode of the top layer. Select the top layer and change the blending mode to Darken, or experiment with other modes. Feel free to explore different blending modes to achieve the desired visual impact. Moving on, we will introduce the camera raw filter for the additional adjustments. Navigate to the filter menu and select camera raw filter. Within the filter options, you have the ability to desaturate the layer, intensify the contrast, and enhance the clarity of the image. By desaturating, we can remove any remaining color elements, and increase the contrast can help add definition and depth to the lines and details, while enhancing clarity sharpens the overall appearance of the sketch. For this instance, a clarity value of +74 often yields pleasing results. Once satisfied with the adjustments, click OK to apply the camera raw filter. Lastly, we will apply the watercolor filter. To access this filter, navigate to filter menu and select filter gallery. Within the gallery, locate and select the watercolor filter option. This filter enables us to mimic the appearance of a watercolor painting within our sketch. By adjusting the brush detail, shadow intensity, and texture settings, we can customize the level of watercolor effect to our liking. Experiment with these parameters to achieve a balance between the softness of watercolor and the defined lines of the pencil sketch. Moreover, we can enhance the pencil sketch effect further by incorporating the colored pencil filter. Within the filter gallery, select the colored pencil filter option. Here we have the opportunity to adjust the pencil brightness, stroke pressure, and pencil width. By fine-tuning these settings, we can simulate the vibrant and textured appearance of colored pencils, bringing additional depth to our sketch. To complete the transformation, let's apply the sprayed strokes filter. Adjust the stroke length, spray radius, and stroke direction according to your creative vision. By customizing these settings, we can achieve the varied and dynamic stroke patterns that add visual interest and depth to the artwork. By utilizing the watercolor colored pencil, and spread strokes filters, we can infuse our pencil sketch with diverse textures, tones, and artistic elements. All the layers and filters are smart, which allows us to adjust any settings or change the opacity as desired. For example, to increase the oil paint effect, double-click on its icon and raise the filter opacity. Feel free to customize any settings according to your preference. Let's lower the layer opacity of this particular layer to 60% for a more pleasing and balanced effect. Now select both layers and right click to choose group from layers. Name this group pencil sketch effect and click OK. For the final step, we will add a paper texture to the background to give it a sketch-like feel. I already have the texture file, so I'm going to select it and place it above the background layer. Change the blending mode of this texture layer to multiply and lower the opacity to 70%. Fantastic. Now let's zoom in to examine the overall effect. And the sketch lines looks a bit smooth because of the oil filter, and I want to tone it down a bit. So for that, I'm going to open the blending options for the filter gallery and reduce the opacity to 70%. Click OK. And that's it. Here we have the before and after comparison. And wait, let's place the original photo on top so we can better compare the transformation. Here is before and after. I hope you found this tutorial enjoyable and informative, and remember to experiment and adjust the settings to suit your preferences. Feel free to increase or decrease the layer opacity, apply additional filters, or fine-tune any aspect of the sketch. Before we conclude, I would like to remind you to like, share and comment on this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing Photoshop tutorials. Also make sure to hit the bell icon to receive notifications. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Happy editing and take care.